Hey, you, Pastor Latoya here. I'm reminded a little bit over a year ago, I heard the Holy Spirit say this to me: move out loud. And I say, God, are you saying speak out loud? He said, no, move out loud. And he told me that that particular weekend, that it didn't have anything to do with the volume of my voice, but it had everything to do with the volume of my movement. That was the very first time that the Lord put it in my heart to go to Georgia. Actually, I was already going to Georgia, and he said, I need you to tell them that you're going to be at the park and meet whoever comes to the park. And I'm like, okay, God, this sounds real crazy. But I obeyed God. And in that, what I called a meetup, right? There were 3 individuals that came. 2 of them drove 8.5 hours and 1 drove 8 hours just to meet me in the park, y'all, so that they can receive something from the Lord. And so in that, the Lord ministered to me, and he began to declare a thing over my life to move out loud. My God. And so I had to take that in. And from that day to this one, and for the rest of my life, I'm choosing to move out loud. It's not about the volume of my voice. It's about the volume of my movement. It's about my obedience to the voice of God, regardless if it looks right, sounds right, it doesn't sound right, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, right? Because that's definitely my life. That the things that God give me, it just don't always make sense. But to know that the lives that are being impacted, through my obedience to what God has told me, it's really blessing my life as well as others. So that's my encouragement to you. Move out loud. It's not about the volume of your voice. It's not about you trying to prove a point. It's not about trying to make yourself known. It's about will you obey what it is that God has given you to do. All right? I love you. Talk soon.